Exploring misleading marketing claims in smartphone specifications. Manufacturers advertise battery life, for example, 24-hour battery. Claims are based on ideal, controlled testing conditions and are often misleading as real-world usage often yields significantly shorter battery life. Even though processors and displays are much more efficient, manufacturers haven't been successful increasing battery capacity, resulting in tiny incremental progress over years. Actual battery life is often shorter under heavy usage, gaming, streaming. User experiences reveal discrepancies between claims and performance. Consumers frequently express dissatisfaction with battery performance. With a typical 6 or 7-inch screen, 4K is undifferentiable from 1080p. Refresh rates are hard to differentiate after 120 Hz with diminishing returns. 60 Hz is good enough unless you are gaming. Curved displays have the cool factor, but prone to damage. Display names like Super Actua, Retina, AMOLED 2X are marketing mumbo-jumbo and shouldn't be a deciding factor. Higher megapixel count is often marketed as a superior feature. Megapixel count alone does not dictate resolution. The size of the sensor and well-designed lens are better indicators of quality. Other relevant factors include aperture of lens, image stabilization, and focal lengths. Phones with tiniest of the sensor and lens are not good enough, especially in low light. Therefore, computational photography is used to make the photos look more like professional cameras. This can cause an unintentional artifacts, over-processed look, and lack of realism. Phones often advertise 50% charge in 30 minutes. Such claims typically require proprietary chargers, cables, specific conditions, and phone not being used while charging. 50% in 30 minutes doesn't mean 100% in 60 minutes since batteries charge slower at higher percentages. Modern smartphones are boasting higher and higher charging abilities, going up to 100 watts, 200 watts, and as of 2024, 240 watts. However, it is important to understand this kind of charging speed is only sustainable for first few minutes of charging, will gradually decrease due to battery science limitations. Public fear about faster charging causing reduced battery capacity significantly and even causing fire. Advancement in battery sciences and rigorous testing have made these issues irrelevant. Understanding the real impact of advertised storage on users. Consumers often find that devices advertised with 128 GB of storage only provide about 110 GB for personal use, after accounting for the operating system and bloatware. UFS 3, 0 and UFS 4, 0 boast higher memory speeds up to 4,200 megabits per second. Such speeds are needed to record high-quality 8K RAW videos, but are not necessary for vast majority of users. Since people are keeping their smartphones for longer and app sizes are getting bigger, storage capacity is much more important than storage speeds. 256 GB is the least recommended capacity. If you never take photos and videos, you can make do with 128 GB. Devices may excel in benchmarks, but lag in real-world usage scenarios. Even though the transistor size is shrinking, making processors more efficient and powerful, a phone, being a small enclosed device, has difficulty letting the heat out and therefore cannot maintain steady performance. Even the most powerful phones with biggest heat chambers throttle and slow down with prolonged heavy use. IP ratings suggest waterproofing, but warranties often exclude water damage, leading to consumer confusion. Phones can exhibit good amount of resistance against dust and liquid, depending upon IP ratings, when they are new. However, with time and as a result of device falling or banging against surfaces, the glued back and front come loose, compromising the IP rating. Things that matter more than listed specs: repairability and parts availability, software updates and longevity, user experience, automation, and use of AI, freedom to use third-party app stores and APK files, signal strength and bands of 5G and 4G used, security and privacy. Stay informed and engage with communities for better choices.